Top 5 business trends. Some of these business trends are sources of good business opportunities. Others are trends we need to incorporate into our small business practices to stay competitive and keep or grow our market share. Here are 5 business trends that small business can profit from this year and beyond. Number 1, cloud computing. Small businesses can directly benefit from the cloud computing business trend by using cloud-based applications to cut down the expense and trouble of doing the same thing themselves. Using someone else's mail servers through the internet can be much more cost-effective and hassle-free than setting up your own email server in-house. For example, especially if you don't have a dedicated IT person or department, moving to a cloud-based accounting application can allow you to check accounts, send invoices, track expenses, and more from your mobile phone or tablet. There are disadvantages of cloud computing for small businesses too, but they are outweighed by the advantages in my opinion. But with increasing numbers of businesses looking to contract our business processes, small businesses are also well positioned to benefit from the cloud computing trend by picking up some businesses. It's not size or location that matters with the cloud, it's expertise. Number 2, social media. Social media is one of those business trends your small businesses can't afford to ignore. Facebook isn't just something that kids are using anymore, and social networks are increasingly becoming business networks as people's social, personal, business life converge. Simply put, if that's where they are, that's where you need to be if you want to sell more widgets. That doesn't necessarily mean that you need to get heavily into social media marketing this year, although if you do it properly, it can be a real sales booster. But you do need to at least start developing a social media presence for your small business. If you're just starting out with using social media for business, my advice is to choose one social media tool and work with it over time. For instance, you might put up a Facebook fan page for your business and try to engage customers and get them interested in your products and services. Number 3, mobile marketing. Remember when people used to carry around a laptop and a phone? It's something we are seeing less and less of because increasingly what people used to do on their laptops, they do now on their phones. You don't need a separate computer to browse the web, work on documents, or play games because phones are computers. One implication of this trend is that you need to be sure your business is mobile friendly. Are your web page available in mobile versions so they look good on phone screens? Another implication is that some of the desktops, laptops in your business may be redundant or replaceable with phones or tablets. And the third is that it's time to develop a mobile marketing strategy. Using mobile devices to research products is becoming common consumer behavior, and you don't want your business to be left upstream. Number 4, rise of the phone and tablet app. This trend is also consumer driven and closely related to mobile computing. Above, we said the phone is a computer, but it's also so much more, thanks to the public's insatiable appetite for phone apps. Business-wise, phone apps are replacing everything from mileage logbooks through credit card readers. An iPhone app called Square, for example, lets you accept credit card payments by plugging a card reader into your iPhone. The iPad can also be used as a POS system. Your small business can benefit from this business trend by using phone apps to eliminate some of your other office equipment and supplies. You might also benefit by creating and selling your own phone app. The Amazon app is an infamous example of a shopping app. It scans barcodes and comparison shops, letting customers know if they can get a better deal through Amazon's website or not. Number 5, corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility isn't just for the big businesses. Small businesses too can upgrade benefits from being perceived as good members of the community. It matters to consumers. A 2010 survey by Toronto-based advertising agency Bennis Brand found that 66% of Canadians said that corporate reputation has a significant impact on the brands they choose. Chris Atchison, being a good corporate citizen, helps small guys compete the globe and more. And it matters to other businesses who want to make sure that their suppliers are as green and socially responsible as possible and appropriate to their own corporate images. The benefit: besides being a good thing to do it itself, it allows small businesses to compete with larger companies and can significantly improve the bottom line. If you don't already have a corporate social responsibility strategy, this is the year to get one in place and start publicizing your work for good causes. Business ideas for women entrepreneurs to start with no skills. Even the most motivated women entrepreneurs can struggle with deciding on the right business idea. For some budding entrepreneurs, ideas flow freely but never get off the ground. For others, ideas are vague and sketchy, so are discarded and never fully explored. Deciding on the right business idea has so much to do with creating a business plan and feasibility study as it does doing some soul searching. If you want to become self-employed but are not sure of what type of business you want to start, it helps to consider the following. What do you want or need to get out of the business? What do you like to do? What are you good at doing? What would you like to learn to do? Determine what you want or need to get out of a business. Are you looking for a second income? Consider representing another company to sell its cosmetics, gifts, insurance, timeshares, etc. You will not have to write a business plan or invest a lot of to get started and can work your own hours. Are you quitting a job to stay at home with your children? If your main motivation is to have more time with your children, choose a business that will allow you to work around their schedules. It is almost impossible to work a 9-to-5 job from home while raising children. Do you want to change the world? Start a co-op or non-profit. Both can be labor-intensive but rewarding. Do you want to contribute something to the society? If personal satisfaction is your main motivation and money is not a concern, try volunteering with different organizations to see what you like to do most. Volunteering is a great way to learn how non-profits work, and the contacts and skills you gain will help if you decide to establish your own business later on. Do you want to be an entrepreneur? Whether you just want to be your own boss or become financially independent, the road to success starts with a good sound idea. You need to be honest about your strengths and weaknesses to become an entrepreneur, and no matter what business you start, it also helps resourceful and have strong networking skills. Get business ideas from figuring out what you like to do. Choose something you are passionate about. Starting your own business will require time, energy, and sacrifice. If you choose something that does not interest you, or worse, something you hate to do, you will find it harder to succeed. Ask yourself, number 1, how do you spend your free time? Do you have a hobby that could be turned into a business? Do you like to do volunteer work? If you could have any job you wanted, what will it be? Determine what you are good at doing. Your talents might be obvious to you if you are a musician, artist, or photographer. If you already have a profession, you want to start your private practice in law, medicine, or accounting firm, and maybe you have a hobby like quilting or candle making that you know you could market. But what is your talent are less obvious. Sometimes it is hard to know our strengths. If you are uncertain what your hidden skills or talents are, ask families and friends who know you. Even if you do not have a particular skill such as sewing or bookkeeping, you still have skills that may be marketable if you can identify them. Lillian Venom is a real woman, not a fictitious business name. She was pregnant and needed extra income when she started her gift catalog. Working from her kitchen, the main business skill she used to become a millionaire was networking her idea to sell other manufacturers' products. If you have a skill or hobby you are good at doing, start working on your market and feasibility study now. Number 2, determine what you like to learn to do. Sometimes things that interest us most are things we have yet to learn. If you love math, take an accounting course and turn your new skill into income by helping others with their taxes. There are many new careers you can enter into with a certificate instead of a degree. Certificates often take less than a year to earn, and in some cases only a few semesters. Check with your local community college to see what certificate programs you are offered in your area. If you have always wanted to learn another language, start now. When you become fluent, you could become self-employed, providing freelance translating services. Translators are used in legal proceedings, schools, and seminars. Sign language translators can earn as much as spoken Language translators. There are many 2-year programs to become a registered nurse, RN and RNS, often freelance, and provide in-home care to household patients. It is never too late to learn a new skill or polish an old one, and it is never too late to start a business if you have ambition, a marketable skill, and you know what you want to do. There you have it, viewers. Those were the business ideas for women entrepreneurs to start up with no skills. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave us a comment. Also, let us know which topics you want us to cover in our subsequent videos. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our next exciting videos. Thanks for watching and see you in our next video.